Well, her songs are iconic, both her solo hits as well as those she wrote or co-wrote for others, and many of those classics you might not even realize until you see Beautiful, the Carole King musical. And joining us now is Dylan Wallach, who plays Carole King's husband and co-writer to some of those incredible hits. First off, thanks for being here. Totally excited about the show. When I was prepping for the interview, I was looking through her song list, and I knew a lot of them, but I had no idea that her song list was so extensive. What's it like performing those songs that, I mean, everybody knows these songs?
Yeah, I think that's the most fun part of the show, is songs that people don't know that she wrote. A lot of people know her later hits, especially Tapestry was kind of her breakout album, but her and Jerry Goffin and Barry Mann and Cynthia Wilde wrote a lot of songs early in their careers that other bands made popular, like the Shirelles and the Drifters and the Righteous Brothers and Little Eva. So I think that's one of the most fun parts of the show, when another song comes on that we start singing and the audience goes like, something like that, like, oh, they wrote that song too. I think that's a really special thing to be a part of.
Is there one song in the show that kind of elicits that moment for you guys, or does it change with different audiences?
I think the first time I really hear it is a song that I'm writing the lyrics to right before I fall asleep, and then in the morning Carole grabs the lyrics and starts playing it, and it's Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?
Oh, really?
And I think that's the first time you kind of hear the audience make that audible sort of gasp or something.
The fact that she's writing for different genres as well, for not only just, singer-songwriters like herself and, James Taylor, but then, like you said, this song right here, Natural Woman, Aretha Franklin obviously made famous. Just the fact that she spanned that many different types of music, Talk a little bit about what audiences can expect from the show. I think you kind of did right there with just, realizing how many different songs she actually did write, but what else can the audiences come to see?
Yeah, I think it's, especially now, I think at any point, but I think right now it's important to see the story of this empowered woman. I mean, it's just the amount of fortitude she had and how she stuck with it, given everything she went through in her personal life, and how hard it was to try to make it as a musician, but especially as a woman in the 1950s and 60s. And so you see her in high school first writing all of these songs, and then you see her at Carnegie Hall when she's written Tapestry. So I think that's one of the most fun takeaways, is to see how she did this.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. I found myself, I went to see Bohemian Rhapsody here a while back when it came out, so on the ride home, we instantly went to Spotify. It was like Queen. Turn it up as loud as we can. What songs am I going to walk away from this one, going right to the Spotify list and being like, I got to crank this one on the way home. I mean, aside from me pulling out of Swope Parkway singing I Feel Like a Natural Woman, besides that one, that's an obvious choice.
Well, I'd love to see you sing that right now if you'd like, No.
Meredith Broadcasting has a very strict policy on what lyrics we can and cannot perform.
Oh, okay. Good save. No, I felt that same way when I saw the movie Ray. With Jamie Foxx playing Ray Charles. I downloaded all this music after that. I think some of the hits are like Take Good Care of My Baby, Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow, Up on the Roof, Natural Woman, Beautiful, Earth Move. There are a lot of great songs.
And the one that I forgot about, the James Taylor is You Have a Friend. Is that in the show?
You Got a Friend. Right.
Love that song.
Yeah.
Especially love the way that he won the Grammy for it for performance, and then she won the Grammy for writing the song.
Right. Yeah. He's not in the musical, but there's a character that's loosely based on James Taylor, so you see their friendship a little bit within the show, but he didn't necessarily want to be involved in the musical. But,
understand. All right, well, maybe we'll do some Facebook Live Aretha Franklin rendition maybe after the show here.
Great.
All right, here we go. So, Dylan, appreciate your time. You can catch Beautiful, the Carole King Musical, through June 30th at Starlight Theatre. Showtime is at 8 p.m. For more information, visit kcstarlight.com.